So today we're going to have a really fun lesson on body positioning.
You need to
make sure that's good. Let's go.
On belay?
Belay's on.
The climbing program at High Rocks is awesome. We have the tower that we use every day, and we also offer trips to climb on real rocks Monday through Friday of the week. We do a lesson Monday through Thursday. Friday is always Free Climb Friday, and then on Saturdays we do a fun themed activity like Crate Stacking Saturday or Ladder Day Saturday or Everest Day. The climbing program at High Rocks is also progressive, so it's meant for kids to learn skills that will take them from total beginner to intermediate/advanced. We do that by teaching kids body positioning on the wall, how to belay if they're old enough, what kind of walls require what kind of climbing techniques, and also what the holds are and how to name them. We also exercise those skills on climbing trips on real rocks, so we have them go out and kind of figure out how to put their hands on the real rocks and where to hold, and kind of give them a variety of different experiences in terms of climbing.
There's a lot that we do to teach the kids, from the basics of putting on their helmet harness to tying their knots and climbing, their physical skills on the wall. They get to take these skills that they learn here at camp and transfer them over to like a real climbing site. And we take climbing trips almost every day to the climbing areas here in Pisgah Forest and around the region, and they get to transfer those skills onto the rock.
Some of the challenges that they face, it's a lot of mental battle, feeling like they can't do something or feeling like they're not strong enough or like they aren't as experienced as the other kids in their class. But I think the way they overcome that is just by pushing through and challenging themselves.
One of the biggest one is fear of heights, and it's just because they've never really been exposed to it. One of the best things about it is we just love finding ways to make them comfortable with it. And I think it's one of the best attributes we actually have as climbing staff is getting them comfortable with heights and building that progression into them. We've got one kid who could barely climb this beginner wall, but just progressing through people belaying him, just making him more comfortable with it. He's now climbed this wall, the right side of it as well, and he's started to do both sides of the intermediate. And for him, that's just that clear progression, that how much more confident they become.
Seeing kids progress throughout their session is one of my favorite parts of the climbing program. A lot of times they'll start out a little bit scared or tense on the beginner wall, and then you see their friends encouraging them and telling them to, reach up for that next hold or just go a little bit farther up, and they push themselves and slowly they get the beginner wall and then the intermediate wall. Then all of a sudden they're climbing halfway up the advanced wall, and it's cool because I didn't even realize it happening until I see it.
So my first year I came to Camp High Rocks, I had been doing a little bit of climbing outside of camp. There's a gym near my house that I would go to every so often. When I came to High Rocks first, I didn't really know what activities to take. And honestly, I saw Bay at the climbing booth and he looked very friendly. So I went over and asked him about climbing. When I came into the first class, all the counselors were super inviting. I really felt like this is what I want to do.
Our apprentices are campers that have been doing climbing for a number of years and who are campers that we feel like are kind of really nice role models to the younger guys.
I really like giving younger campers the experience that I had when I first came in, trying to give that welcoming, this is where you belong kind of feel. And I really like seeing the younger campers that are really good at climbing. And I'll look at them and I'll be like, dude, I don't know how you can do this, but they're incredible at it, and I really enjoy helping them come along and teaching the kids who aren't quite as good as climbing.
That's what's really special about High Rocks is, the kids get exposed to all these different activities, and I've seen kids become paddlers, I've seen horseback riders, and I think it's really special that the kids that come here that have that kind of opportunity.
We love climbing!